welcome or welcome back to Crochet by Inchara. In today's video, we'll see how to make this hot and fiery crochet bow back cover. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then you might be missing on some interesting projects. So please do not forget to subscribe. In this video, you will see this old and boring phone case getting redressed, and to do that, I'll be using this red yarn from the company Red Heart in size 4, and the hook that I'm using for the same is 5 mm. Let's start this project by making a slip knot. Roll over the yarn onto your left and place it over the yarn like this and pull the below yarn through the loop and tighten it. Now we have our slip knot. Let's start making the chains. Insert the hook back into the slip knot. Tighten it so that it fits into the hook. Yarn over, pull through the loop. 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 Like this, go on making the chains. And the chain length depends on the width of your phone cover. Measure accordingly and get the chain length right. Make one extra chain after reaching the exact width of the phone cover, as we will be ignoring the last chain and start developing the project through the last but one chain. As I'm showing you here in the video, I'm going to ignore the last chain and go to the last but one chain to proceed with the project. And I will be using a single crochet stitch. Go into the last but one chain, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull up the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Like this, you will be making single crochet until you reach the end of the chain. Reaching the end, just cross verify if the length is correct by keeping it on the phone cover like this. Just in case if there are any corrections to be done, you can do it in the initial stage itself. And we will continue to make the single crochet stitch rows until we reach this stretch. Now let's come back to the project. To make row 2, first we will have to chain 1, yarn over, pull through the loop, and now we will have to flip the project to continue with the single crochet stitches for row 2. Like this, start making the single crochet rows until we reach the stretch that I showed you before. And once you complete, come back to the video and I'll show you how to make single crochet rows around the corner of the camera. I am done with all the rows that cover up the stretch until the camera. Now I'll show you how to go on further. This is really simple. Start making single crochet just like before until you reach the edge. Chain 1 and flip the project and continue with the single crochet just like before. Go through the last but one chain, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and continue with the single crochet until you reach the edge. Once you are done, keep it on the cover and verify and continue making the rows until you reach the top. I am now done making the rows on the right side of the camera, and we have to go around the edges of the camera. To do so, start making slip stitch until you reach the end of this row. And to make slip stitch, go into the chain, yarn over, pull up and pull it through the loop. So that is how we make a slip stitch. And also for the next chain, go into the chain, yarn over, pull up the chain and pull through the loop and make this slip stitch until you reach the end of this row. Once you reach the end, start making the chains, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through loop. The chain length that we make should be able to cover the edges of the camera. Till that, keep making the chains. I am done with certain number of chains. Let's check if this length is okay. Looks like it's a bit excess. let's remove the extra chains so that it fits exactly to the edges of the camera. After this, let's slip stitch this chain to the body of the cover. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Now we will continue to make single crochet to the outer line to make it look even. Continue to make this single crochet stitches until you reach the top right hand corner. And one tip here, as you go along, hide this free end of the yarn using single crochet stitches as I am showing in this video, so that it gives a neat finishing and there will be no necessity for you to trim it at the end. Now we are done with giving the sides a neat finish. Let's start with the stitches that cover the sides of the phone. To do so, I will be using double crochet stitch. You can also use half double crochet for the same. But before getting into the double crochet, let's elevate this stitch by giving 2 chains. Chain 1 and chain 2. And to the next chain, we will be making a double crochet. Yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through starting 2 loops, yarn over, go through the remaining 2 loops. And we will be making this double crochet stitch throughout the outer line of this cover. When you're doing a double crochet to the chain, go into the middle of the chain and make double crochet into it. And do not do the double crochet into the bigger gap, because you might end up making too many double crochets as you will not be having the exact count. Since there is no opening at the top of the phone cover, we will continue making the double crochet. I wanted to keep this project simple and beginner friendly. That's why I haven't given any spaces to the power button and the volume buttons. But I will show that to you once we reach to the charging portal. We have 3 openings at the bottom of this phone cover, and I have marked them on my crochet back cover using the stitch markers like this. Now let's continue to make double crochet until we reach the first stitch marker. Yarn over, go into the chain, yarn over, pull up the chain, yarn over, pull through the starting 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. Now let's remove the first stitch marker. We will make a double crochet to the same space where we had the stitch marker. Now we'll make chains. Chain length will be equal to the width of the opening. I have made 3 chains over here. Once we are done with the chain, we'll take out the stitch marker and make a slip stitch into the same space. After slip stitch, start making the chains for the next space. I have done 2 chains and make a slip stitch into the next stitch marker space. Like this, make chains and make a slip stitch into the last stitch marker as well. Now I am done with all 3 spaces. Now we will continue to make double crochet stitches until we reach the top right hand corner, or where we had started our first double crochet stitch. I am done with all the double crochet stitches and I have taken out the yarn from the loop. Once the project is completed, make sure the free end of the yarn goes into the chains like this so that it gives a neat finishing. And also you do not have to trim off the end of the yarn if you do it like this. To stick the project to the back cover, I am gonna use this glue from Gorilla. Just spread the glue across the spaces where you want the phone cover to be sticked. Make sure you're adding adequate amount of glue so that the yarn sticks firmly into the back cover. Take your time here, as this is the main part of this project, and give it a good finish. I have glued my crochet back cover perfectly. The glue that I used was really strong, which helped me in sticking this cover easily. If you're using a strong glue, please be cautious as you might burn your fingers. Now coming to my favorite part of the video, making a cute bow. For this I will be using a yarn from the brand Lion, and the size of this yarn is 3 and the suggested hook is 5 mm, but I will be using a 3.5 mm hook to make this bow. Making a bow is super easy. We'll have to start with a slip knot, and how to make a slip knot I have shown it to you in the beginning of the video. After making slip knot, we'll have to start making certain number of chains, and the chain length can be the size of the bow that you wish to have. Here I have made a chain of 80 and that's how big I want my bow to be. And here I am using half double crochet to make my bow. Yarn over and go into the last but one chain. Yarn over, pull up the chain, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now to the next chain, make a half double crochet, yarn over, go into the second chain, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So like this, make half double crochet throughout the length of the chain until you reach the end. Once you reach the end, chain 1 and flip the project over and continue making half double crochets to row 2. Also, you can decide how much should be the width of the bow. According to that, you can make the number of rows. Here I have made 6 rows of half double crochet. This is how I wanted the width to be. As I already mentioned, you can decide the length and width of the bow. Again, to finish the project, just pull out the yarn from the loop and hide the remaining free end of the yarn like this into the chains. By doing so, your project will look more finished. Now, hold the ribbon down and bring right side of the ribbon to left and place it on top like this, and hold it together where the cross-like shape is formed. And then bring the back loop behind the cross and hold them together like this. Then, with the help of the thread with which we did our ribbon, bind this cross and the loop behind together by wrapping them like this using the thread. You can wrap it tight and do as many rounds as you want until you're sure that they are binded together tightly. It looks good. Both back and front pieces are wrapped tight. Now, with the free ends that we have, tie a knot or 2 to ensure that the thread we wrapped remains intact. Now, don't just trim off the excess thread, always use your hook to hide the extra yarn. I have applied the glue to the side which is going on top of the cover, and let's stick this and finish up the project. Just one bonus tip, with the help of a lighter, I am getting rid of those fuzzy little yarns. By doing so, you will have a greater finish, but please be careful, try not to burn your hands. And finally, our project Hot and Fiery Crochet Bow back cover is ready. I hope I have delivered a beginner friendly project. Try this and let me know in the comments below how it turned out. And thanks for watching the video until the end. Keep your support and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.